Hey, Justin here. Thanks for tuning in after week 4. We're going to cover 3 things in this quick video. Number 1, we're going to cover researching the competition and a few quick tips. Number 2, we're going to cover 9 powerful and insightful questions that you can ask a business owner while you're shadowing or interviewing. And number 3, we're going to clarify a little bit of confusion after last week's video about domains and hosting. So let's get started. So first off, we're going to talk about researching your competition, and there are 3 great questions in the back of the week 4 in your Costarters binder. And in addition to researching the prices, there are 2 major considerations that you want to take with you. And that's number 1, what is my competition doing well that I can also do well? Essentially, what can you borrow from your competition? It's a principle that Sam Walton made very famous by founding Walmart and walking into competition stores, finding out what were they doing well, and then bringing it back to his store. Number 2, you want to find out what is your competition not doing well that you would not do. Let them make the mistakes for you and try and learn from them accordingly. Number 3, we've put together a great swipe file for you full of wonderful competitor research questions, so make sure you snag that by clicking the download link below. Shadowing a business owner is one of the most powerful and valuable things that you can do during Costarters. It allows you to leverage the time that you invest shadowing that business owner to learn from the time that they've invested in learning their business. And in order to help you maximize that time, we've put together 9 powerful, insightful questions for shadowing and interviewing business owners. Number 1, what would you make sure you would do from the very beginning that you didn't do initially? It sounds like a simple question, but along the way, they picked up some great habits, and you want to find out what they would get started with. Number 2, what would you never do again in hindsight? It's going to be easy for them to pinpoint a couple things that seemed like grand slams in the beginning that didn't work out too well, and they'll obviously help you steer clear of those. Number 3, what would you go back and tell yourself before getting started? You want to leave this one open-ended, as you'll get some pretty surprising and very insightful answers here. And a related but separate question, what do you wish you knew going in that you didn't know initially? Again, you'll find some pretty surprising answers here. Question number 5 is, what were 2 to 3 of the biggest keys to your initial success? There are probably a few things that help them gain their initial traction and build their organization into a powerful business. So go ahead and find out and simplify what were 2 or 3 of those initial things. And that leads into question number 6, which is, what were some of your unexpected challenges after you opened your doors? Meaning, what were some of the things that they weren't even thinking of that came completely out of left field after they'd already gotten the business up and running that they wish they'd known about ahead of time? A bonus question, ask them how they handled them. Question number 7 is, how did you continue to grow your audience? Odds are the business owner probably tapped out their initial contacts, and you want to find out what they did beyond just their own word-of-mouth advertising to continue to grow their audience for their business. And question number 8 is, how do you stay energized and motivated? This is a very important question as a business owner, because showing up day after day, riding the emotional roller coaster, and keeping your business going can get tough at times. And so it's important to understand from somebody who's got a veteran's perspective, how do they get up and keep it going? And lesson number 9, what was your biggest lesson in hiring people? This is going to be different for everybody, but as far as the answers, they'll be absolutely priceless. So there you have it, 9 powerful, insightful questions for shadowing or interviewing a business owner. Get out there and go use them. And we'll wrap up by clarifying domain names and websites. A domain name is what someone types into their web browser, the www.domainname.com, .net, .org, what have you. And domain names, once they're purchased by somebody else, become much harder to acquire. So my advice is that if the domain name that you want is available, go ahead and buy it now. It will be very difficult to purchase later if someone does come along and purchase that same domain name. And there are web hosting services out there that once a name is searched for, they've been known to buy those up and then just charge you a premium price. So once you have a domain name, You then can build a website with either a content management system or a web design tool that is web-based or your own, or you can hire a web designer. But your website is a set of files that your domain name points to. So essentially, once those files are uploaded to your server, your domain name directs people through those files, which is called your website, for their user experience. So I hope that helps clarify a few things. As an added bonus, I've gotten a couple of discount coupons. The one for iPage is already embedded in the link below. It's over 70% off, and you can lock that discount in for up to 3 years. And then with HostGator, enter the coupon code Costarters. That's right, just one word, Costarters, for 25% off of your purchase. Hope that helps you guys. Go ahead and make sure that you secure your domain name as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you next week.